Good evening. If you are able, please rise for the presentation of colors and remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets would go, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good evening again. I'm Phoenix College President Dr. Kimberly Britt, and I'm honored to welcome you to the 2024 Phoenix College Commencement Ceremony. Thank you, Emily Robles, for a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. We are honored that you have joined us to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2024. Please allow me to introduce the individuals who are joining me on the platform this special evening. Maricopa Community College's Governing Board member, Ms. Marie Sullivan. Maricopa Community College's Governing Board member, Dr. Tom Narini. Maricopa Community College's Chancellor, Dr. Stephen Gonzalez, Dr. C.J. Wooster, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Heather Cruzy, Vice President for Student Services, sorry, Heather, Dr. Carl Schindler, Faculty Senate President, Ms. Adriana Coronel, Dean of Industry and Public Service, Ms. Cindy Ramos, Dean of Student Affairs, Mr. Wilbert Nelson, Dean of Arts and Sciences. And I would especially like to welcome PC United Student Government President Demarius Cano Martinez. Thank you, MCSO Honor Guard, for posting the colors this evening. I would also like to thank PC alumni Roberto Martinez and Benito Rincon, who will greet each student as they disembark the stage, inducting graduates into Phoenix College Alumni Association. The class of 2024 collectively represents 1,179 graduates with more than 155 degrees and certificates eligible to be conferred. Tonight, we celebrate each and every one of you. The class of 2024 comprises 45 students with a 4.0 grade point average. If you are one of these students, please stand and be recognized for this incredible achievement. Graduates, you did it. With resilience, determination, perseverance, you met every challenge that came your way. College is more than just preparing you for a job. Our job as a college is meant to prepare you to actively contribute not only to your profession, but to society. Phoenix College staff, administration, and our faculty know that you are prepared to take the next steps in your career. As a testament to your education, know that many of the employees who are sitting where you are comprise our faculty, our staff, and our administrators at Phoenix College, and many of them also at other Maricopa community colleges. We hire our own, and therefore we put our degree behind you. As a first-generation former foster youth, I know this moment is both exhilarating and also a little scary. It is normal to ponder what is next. There have been many, many moments in my life that I wondered the same. You are the author of your life, the creator of your destiny. Go forward with courage, determination, passion, and purpose. Write a fantastic story. I wanted to share something with you that I shared with one of our amazing Phoenix College colleagues earlier in the week. If you spend your time chasing butterflies, they will fly away. But if you spend your time making a beautiful garden, the butterflies will come to you. We attract based on who we are, not what we want. Chase your purpose. Live big. Surround yourself with greatness. Now I want you to go forward. I want you to write your story, and I hope that one day you'll come back and share that story with us. I, the faculty back there, and the leaders who are on this stage with me have been waiting for you tonight. We have cheered you from the very beginning, and we are all so very proud of you. Celebrations like tonight are an opportunity to extend gratitude to people who have helped us along the way. I'd like to acknowledge some very talented faculty members retiring from their positions this year at Phoenix College to spend well-deserved time on personal passions. This year, we are happy to wish a wonderful and well-deserved retirement to Mr. Timothy Bryan, Dr. Albert Salosa, Ms. Kay Hilder, Mr. Daniel Holder, Ms. Brenda Maynard, Dr. Elena Ortiz, and Mr. Bill Williams. Congratulations to you all. Thank you for that round of applause to acknowledge them and their service to Maricopa Community Colleges. Now, please join me in a round of applause for all of my amazing faculty who are sitting back there for their extraordinary efforts and passion in working to ensure the success of each of you. Let's hear it for the faculty. I know they tortured you. It's all right. I am very fortunate as a college president to have an absolutely exceptional administration and a staff who serve with dedication and professionalism, contributing to a world-class learning environment and an even better working environment. Please let's give them a big round of applause for their incredible work. As each of you graduates know, no one does it alone, and you have had tremendous support. How about a round of applause for those who helped to ensure that you got here today? Family, friends, children, spouses, thank you. District 5 Governing Board Secretary Dr. Tom Narini is a former Maricopa County College District student himself and is deeply committed to providing students with resources and opportunities for a successful post-secondary experience. After attending Phoenix College, he graduated from Mesa Community College and then earned both his bachelor's and master's degree from Northern Arizona University and a doctorate from Simon Fraser University. He has dedicated his life to serving and advocating for students. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Tom Narini to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Britt. This was amazing. It really is an honor and a humbling experience to be up here and talking with you. So good evening, honored guests, esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, cherished family and friends. I am Dr. Tom Narini, Secretary of the Governing Board for the Community Colleges. Graduates, tonight we honor and celebrate a significant milestone in your lives, a journey that's been marked by both challenges and triumphs. For over 100 years, Phoenix College has stood as a beacon of hope and learning, transforming lives and shaping futures. Its halls and classrooms have been graced by individuals from diverse backgrounds, each with their own story of struggle, determination, and ultimately victory. The power of resilience speaks to us because it's a fundamental human trait, one that all of us find within when we are forced to overcome the obstacles and challenges laid upon our paths. Your years here have been more than about just absorbing facts and figures. They've been about fostering resilience to thrive in this ever-changing world. You've learned to question, to take calculated risks, to endure, and to advocate for those causes you feel deeply about. But perhaps most importantly, you've learned the virtue of grit, a quality that will carry you far in life. Phoenix College has not merely provided you with an education, it's equipped you with the power to make a difference in your community and the world. Now, I urge you to use your education not just for personal advancement, but to empower and uplift others. Wherever you go, inspire others to rise after they fall, to find pathways through barriers, to build opportunities through adversities. Your education is not just for you. It's a tool to enact positive change in the world. Continue to challenge yourself to learn and broaden your horizons, because learning is a lifelong journey that doesn't end here. It just merely evolves. Graduates, as you leave Phoenix College, you'll carry with you more than a diploma. You'll carry with you a call to action to use your education and resilience to help those in need, to be the change makers to solve the complex issues in the world. Take pride in this hard-earned education you've achieved. As each of you cross the stage, remember the journey that brought you here. Cherish the friendships you've made and look forward to the bright future. Congratulations, Bears, you did it. On behalf of the Community College Governing Board, thank you again for allowing me to participate and take part in this great celebration. Now let's welcome to the stage my fellow board member, Ms. Marie Sullivan.
Good evening, everybody. This is pretty exciting. From our vantage, we get to look out and see, I understand, over 580 students. That is remarkable for this institution, and I want to give you personally my congratulations and welcome you to Phoenix College, alum. And just for the record, I also am a Phoenix College alum. So we're all part of the same family now. So thank you, Dr. Britt, for inviting me this evening to participate in Phoenix College's commencement ceremony, and also for allowing me to have the pleasure of being here with your family and friends. It truly is a delight and a joy to be here with you, to celebrate your accomplishments and to acknowledge your hard work, your dedication, and all those things that get wrapped up in a bow and are handed to you when you walk across that stage. So thank you again for letting me be here. As you have heard from the previous speakers, and you'll hear it from me and you'll hear it again, we celebrate your remarkable academic achievements. Each of you has earned this day through your unwavering courage, your hard work, your dedication, and your commitment to pursue your goals. We recognize that it hasn't always been easy. It has required time and energy and often sacrifice. But as you've heard us say to you, you did it. You are here, and you are here to celebrate with each other and with all your family and friends. So I want to once again give you my congratulations. So Phoenix College is not just an institution of higher learning. It is a living testament to our community's thirst for knowledge, having nurtured generations of eager learners for more than a century. I know some of you are first-generation graduates, and you're building a legacy for your family and your friends going forward. And some of you have attended Phoenix College as a rite of passage. I know in the audience today, there are second, third, or even fourth generation Phoenix College students. So for all of you, this legacy is part of who you are, and it will always be part of your story. So did you know that when Phoenix College opened its doors in 1920, the 19th Amendment, do all of you know what that is? Okay, well, the 19th Amendment that granted women the right to vote had just been ratified. So, and only 7% of women earned a bachelor's degree in 1920. So tonight, we're going to acknowledge the trailblazers of past generations who broke down barriers to pave the way for future generations of college students. Within the classrooms and community spaces, you have come together to build a family, a network, and a pillar of support that extends beyond the classrooms of Phoenix College to your communities. Phoenix College's core values, collaboration, community, equity, integrity, leadership, and responsibility are the principles that will guide you through your future. And whether you continue your academic journey or whether you move directly into the workforce, it will be with you forever. So carry the knowledge you have gained and apply the lessons learned to build a world of which we can be proud. You are now ambassadors of Phoenix College and the Maricopa Community College District. You're poised to share these lessons and values with your communities and future generations. Your role is not just to succeed, but to lead and inspire others with the knowledge and the values that you have acquired. We are counting on you. My generation has had its turn, and we still have a few more to go. But now you are coming behind, and you are our leaders for tomorrow. We are relying on you to pave a new world, to build a new hope, and to create an environment in which we can all live in justice, in equity, and in hope, and in dignity. So on behalf of the Maricopa Community College Governing Board, again, congratulations, graduates. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you again for allowing me to share this special day with you. And now I get to welcome Dr. Stephen Gonzalez, our Chancellor.
Thank you, Mrs. Sullivan, and thank you, Dr. Britt, for inviting me to tonight's commencement ceremony. And good evening, Bears. How we doing? At this point, you're like, all right, let's just get this on. I came to graduate tonight, right? All right. So throughout life, or excuse me, let me just start here. Graduation is a major personal milestone for you. Tonight, we honor your ambition, your grit, some of you might call it ganas, and relentless pursuit of knowledge. The power of persistence has led you to this moment, and the future ahead is bright. At the conclusion of this ceremony, you will turn your tassels to the left, symbolizing your achievements as you move from students to graduates, ready to embark on your next chapter with pride and determination. Look around you. Your achievements are not accomplished alone. Everyone joining us this evening has helped you in some way, shape, or form. So please join me in applauding Phoenix College's dedicated faculty, staff, administrators, your family, friends, peers, and mentors for their unwavering support. Give them a hand. Your diploma and chosen professions are the torches that will carry you throughout life. They empower you to lead, create change, and overcome any barriers that might get in your way. Remember, knowledge is power. Share what you have learned with others to keep your torch burning bright. Congratulations, class of 2024. Spark the change, ignite the hope, carry the flame of intellectual curiosity wherever your journey leads you. Thank you again for allowing me the privilege to join you this evening. Best of luck. Take care. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Narini, Ms. Sullivan, and Dr. Gonzalez for your incredible leadership and for joining us this evening to celebrate the class of 2024. It is now my pleasure to welcome Marcel Lopez, who will give the salutation on behalf of the class of 2024. Welcome.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, President Britt. But good evening to friends, family, alums, faculty, and staff, but a very special good evening to the graduating class of 2024. We made it! My name is Marcel Lopez, and I am distinctly honored to address you all today and celebrate the accomplishments of Phoenix College's 102nd graduating class. Like many of you, I am incredibly proud to be a Mexican-American college student at Phoenix College. I'm the son of an immigrant. My mom came from Mexico, where she didn't go to school or even know how to write in her native language, Spanish. She immigrated when she was 13 years old and began her education in the 7th grade while adjusting to the United States culture and not understanding a lick of English. With the help of sitcoms like Three's Company, sorry mom, I'm aging you a little there, she learned English, overcame adversity, and can prove it with her high school diploma and associate's degree. I credit her legacy of triumph and resilience for putting me in the position to stand here right now in front of you all today, graduate with an associate's degree of my own, and pursue higher education she once dreamed about. Now, there's a big word in there, legacy. Legacy is defined by the Merriam-Webster Dictionary as something transmitted by or received from an ancestor, predecessor, or the past. To Phoenix College, on the other hand, legacy could be defined as the championships left by our talented athletes, shout out soccer and softball, student-run St. Mary's Food Drive that has left a lot of less hungry students on campus, and by the plethora of alumni who have earned a degree going far, close to home. However, a good legacy is not a given. A community must work together, hold each other accountable, and act with humility to continuously improve and reach a common goal. Additionally, there's going to be some adversity to overcome along the way, with some of it being caused by ourselves, like waiting until the last minute to turn in that homework assignment by 11:59 p.m. We've all been there. But I'm sure everyone had much more serious obstacles to overcome to get to this point. And you could say you got through it and earned yourself a graduation. I'm proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourself. Now, those times of adversity will forge a stronger you and community, leaving the world at the very least a little better than it was before. Like Phoenix College did to me, for example. I wasn't sure if community college was even for me, but I came to PC to play baseball for the Bears and quickly realized my potential in school. Quite frankly, PC surprised me. I found a community that supported me in everything I did, whether it be playing chess at the student union or ordering a chicken sandwich combo at the Bear Cave Cafe. It comes with a free drink, by the way. This is not a paid ad. But thanks to PC, I know my purpose is to pursue an aerospace engineering degree and inspire other Hispanic youth to do the same. So wherever you may be going after today, whether it be Minnesota to play ball like my buddy Chicho, the moon, or anywhere in between, and I mean anywhere, commit yourself to excellence in everything you do and leave a legacy worthy of building a better tomorrow, not only for yourself, but the others around you. Again, congratulations to the graduating class of 2024, and as always, go Bears! Thank you.
Marcel, thank you for your inspirational words. We are very proud of you and the representation of your fellow classmates that you brought to us tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce someone for whom I have the most profound respect, Dr. Carl Schindler, PC Faculty Senate President. Carl is also the chair of Fine and Performing Arts and has taught at Phoenix College since 2004. Please welcome him as he presents the prestigious 2023-2024 Distinguished Teaching Award. Dr. Schindler.
Good evening. More than 20 years ago, the faculty of Phoenix College created the Distinguished Teaching Award to honor their commitment to academic rigor and quality teaching. This award's criteria include excellence in instruction, a commitment to ongoing professional improvement, and significant service to the broader community. Nominees are subjected to a rigorous screening process involving the submission of teaching materials, observations in the classroom, and review by a committee of their peers. Phoenix College has a rich history of recognizing teaching excellence, and the Distinguished Teaching Award has been given out each year, except during the pandemic since its creation. Please turn your attention to the video to recognize this year's Distinguished Teaching Award recipient, Marsha Corby.
My biggest influence on why I became a teacher was because of Renee Smith. She was my 6th grade teacher. She made learning an absolute blast. I decided from that point forward that teaching was for me. I really felt like that was where God had gifted me, and I was ready to conquer the world with that. Ironically, Renee Smith ended up retiring from K-12 and actually now works at PC as an adjunct faculty, and she frequents my classroom often, which I just love. So it's like the whole world has come full circle for me. I established a supportive learning environment by making sure my students know that I absolutely care about them. I'm their biggest fan, their greatest cheerleader. I make sure they understand growth mindset. They know that they can get better at math with putting more time in, by using the correct study strategies, and then I also make sure they can get a hold of me. I want them to have someone to reach out to, worst case scenario if they're stuck. And so we use Remind in my classroom so that they can text message me without ever having to exchange a phone number. Another thing I do is I use the Lightboard, and it's something near and dear to my heart. I love it, but what I love about it is that it allows students to go back and watch videos that maybe they missed in class, or even help me connect with my online students as well. Are you ready to get out of your seat and walk across that stage? We're so excited for you, woohoo! Now for the rest of us, we have to sit here while all of the names are read. So let's do a little quick math and figure out exactly how long we're going to be sitting here. So first of all, we know that it takes approximately 6 seconds per name. Now, if it takes 6 seconds per name and there's 60 seconds in a minute, that means we're gonna get about 10 names per minute. All right, in case you're wondering, there's approximately 500 graduates sitting there now. So here's my question to you. How long are you gonna be sitting? Approximately 10 names per minute, 500 people, that's gonna give us a division problem, right? We're gonna be here about 50 minutes. Hang on to your hats and let's hope that that 50 minutes goes fast. It'll probably feel a little bit longer. Congratulations!
Marcia, if you please stand to be recognized. Please join me in congratulating Professor Marcia Corby.
Thank you, Dr. Schindler, both for your leadership and your support in my first 3 years at Phoenix College. Marcia, congratulations. Even you make me understand math as a former English teacher, and I'm really grateful for that. Following a short musical interlude performed by Phoenix College Mariachis, directed by Mike Dominguez, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. C.J. Wooster will present the class of 2024.
Hace tiempo, pero me llegó el momento hago caso al corazón y me muero por volver. Y volver, canta conmigo, volver, llegaré hasta donde estés. Yo sé perder, quiero volver, volver, volver.
Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer, un beso a la medianoche y el honor amanecer. Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer, un beso a la medianoche y el honor amanecer. Era de madrugada cuando te empecé a querer, un beso a la medianoche y el honor amanecer. Por alguna luz que digo, mañana préstame tu claridad para seguirle los pasos a ese joven que hoy se va. Lucero de la mañana, préstame tu claridad para seguirle los pasos a ese joven que hoy se va. Lucero de la mañana, préstame tu claridad para seguirle los pasos a ese joven que hoy se va. Ay, ay, ay. Sí, señor.
Was that amazing or what? President Britt, distinguished guests, members of the best faculty and staff in the country, graduates, families, and friends. At this time, it is my absolute honor to present the candidates of Phoenix College for the degree of Associate in Arts, Associate in Business, Associate in Transfer Partnership, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in General Studies, and Associate in Science.
Victor Marcel Lopez, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Charlotte Mansencho, Associate in Arts. Colin Skirio, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology. Santos Bermudez Rojas, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Paola Cruz, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Onsa Winston, Associate in Arts. Perla Coral Sandoval Solano, Associate of Arts, emphasis in Psychology. David Luna, Associate in Applied Science, Digital Media Arts. Victoria Carnes, Associate in Science, emphasis in Chemistry. Dennis Douglas, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice, Certificate in Crime Scene Investigation. Sierra Gorish, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Diego Perez, Associate of Arts. Mariana Betancourt, Associate in Arts. Jennifer Alvarado, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Taylor Tennyson, Associate in Science, Interior Design. Rose Birkland, Associate in Science, Interior Design. Shia McGee, Associate in Arts. Alicia Baker, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Alexa Gale, Associate in Arts. Mackenzie Talcott, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Social Work. Makina Kicho, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Counseling and Applied Psychology Science. Cynthia Galarza, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Art. Litsi Tisok, Associate in Arts. Samantha Lunn, Associate in Applied Science, Forensic Science, Certificate in Fingerprint Identification in Photography. Bianca Lugo, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences. Darlene Nunura, Associate in Arts. Becky Temporado, Certificate in General Business, Certificate in Management. Brittany Works Shirley, Certificate in Early Childhood Education and Administration, birth through age 5.
Samantha Malaki, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Jeremiah Estrada, Associates in Arts, emphasis in Economics. Jocelyn Muvuba, Associate in Cybersecurity, Certificate of Cisco Network Administration, CCNA. Anna Osuna, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science. Jocelyn Juarez, Associate in Applied Science, Forensic Science. Sofia Lorraine Pandoja Flores, Associate in Arts Communication. Anthony Mark Garcia, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in music. Emily Robles, Associates in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in music. Nicholas Wright, Associate in Arts, emphasis in mathematics. Saki Basel, Associate in Cybersecurity. Roxana Flores Ramirez, Associate in Applied Science, Forensic Science. Pablo Anaya Quintiero, Associate in Arts. William Xavier Nordrum, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, Art. Shaylin Jones, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal Study. Luisa Chavez, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Ashley Bowles, Associate of Arts, emphasis in English, Creative Writing. Chloe Watson, Associate in Applied Science, Animation, Time-Based Media. Christopher Billings, Associate in Arts. Bryce Brassfield, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biochemistry. Desiree Sonaqui, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Elijah Bleckman, Associate in Applied Science, Administration of Justice Studies. Ashlyn Schilling, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Sustainability and Environmental Studies. Taylor Shantz, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Roberto Limas, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Cecilia Hernandez Castro, Associate in Arts. Mia Ortega, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Communication. Alexia Zena Sanchez, Certificate of Completion, Massage Therapy. Isabel Luna Torres, Certificate of Completion in Massage Therapy. Adrian Aldaco, Certificate of Completion, Massage Therapy. Diana Hernandez, Associate in Arts. Rocio Zarate Cabrera, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Elementary Education. Elizabeth Clark, Associate in General Studies. Stacy Barnett Parker, Associate Applied Science, Forensic Science, Associate of Applied Science, Administration of Justice. Lizbeth Barrera, Associate Applied Science, Massage Therapy, Certificate of Completion, Massage Therapy. Jillian Sanchez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Nicole Parker, Associate in General Studies. Leslie Oparaca, Associate Applied Science, Illustration and Sequential Art. Bisan Al-Hilal, Certificate of Completion, Clinical Phlebotomy. Suleiman Nouri, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Miriam Sackwer, Associate Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Asma Al-Mimidi, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Anna Clementine Ramirez, Associate in Arts. Savannah Gutierrez, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Sarah Graham, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Leah Carbajal, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Economics. Jasmine Perez, Certificate of Completion, Organizational Leadership. Eric Moreno, Associate Applied Science, Accounting, Associate Applied Science, Business. Maria de los Angeles Miranda Gomez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Paula Hurtado, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Samantha Lopez, Associate Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Sienna Redmond, Associate of Arts. Dominic Chacon, Associate Applied Science, Information Technology. Brisa Peraza, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting. Emma de la Rosa Huertas, Associate Applied Science, Photography. Noli Lugo, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Clinical Medical Assisting. Jade Amaral, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Clinical Medical Assisting. Duncan Tyree, Associate Applied Science, Fashion Design. Dorpwood, Associate in Arts. Lindsay McDivitt, Certificate of Completion Management, Associate Applied Science, General Business.
Nainoa Peters, Associate in Arts. Xavier Santa Casa, Associate in Arts, Certificate in General Business. Dwayne Rogers III, Associate in Arts. Andres Arellano Jr., Associate in Arts. Amy Gambrell, Associate in Applied Science, Histology, Technology. Omar Salazar Valenzuela, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice. Dylan Vigueras, Associate in Applied Science, Fashion Merchandising. Chris Osick, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology. Michael Di Carlo, Associate in Arts. Ana Maria Beltrán Heredia, Associate in Arts. Jaden de la Cruz, Associate in Arts. Ashley Vasquez, Associate in Applied Science, General Business, Certificate in General Business. Aria Marie Granados, Associate in Science. Amy Krupik, Associate in Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Maria Gutierrez, Certificate in Massage Therapy. Anne Marie Diaz, Associate in Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Amanda Fialos, Certificate in Massage Therapy. Natalia Langordia, Associate in Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Yvonne Lewis, Associate in Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Michelle Jackson, Certificate in Massage Therapy. Jennifer Wolf, Certificate in Massage Therapy. Jamika Rose, Certificate in Massage Therapy. Mariel Jocelyn Moreno, Associate in Arts Psychology. Nadia de Jesus Alvarez Bojorquez, Associate in Arts. Kevin Robinson, Certificate in Paralegal Studies. Jack Mueller, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice, Certificate in Administration of Justice. Kimberly Ramirez, Associate in Applied Science, Interior Design. Marcela Chavez, Associate in Applied Science, Fashion Merchandising. Imran Rahimi, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Political Science. Jonathan Chavira Aviles, Associate in Arts. Christopher Hasso, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Nutritional Science. Olivia Abundis Carvajal, Associate in Arts. Jennifer Melendres, Associate in Applied Science, Administration of Justice, Certificate in Administration of Justice. Jose Balbuena, Certificate in Computer System Configuration and Support. Lauren Ciadela, Associate in Applied Science, Interior Design. Sholanda Manuel, Associate in Arts. Claudia Markov, Associate of Arts, emphasis in Social Work. Carmen Cermeno, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Elizabeth Grijalva, Associate of Arts. Alicia Urquides, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assisting. Claudia Devance, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Luis Guzman, Associate in Applied Science, Forensic Science. Michael Gutierrez, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology. Eric Dominguez Ramirez, Associate of Arts. Jimena Benuelas Quiñones, Associate in Arts. Amariles Rios, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Aliyah Trujillo, Certificate in Phlebotomy. Jesse Cosio Carrillo, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate Clinical Medical Assisting. Talia de la Rosa, Associate of Arts, emphasis in elementary education.
Angeles Reyes, Associate Applied Science, Organizational Management, Certificate of Completion, Organizational Leadership. Selena De La Torre, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Counseling and Applied Psychological Science. Anais Aguilera, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Madeline Loca, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Paulina Castaneda, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Paola Gonzalez, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Israel Vel Cruz, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Shonda Grant, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Isabel Gosh, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Jasmine Murillo Almeida, Associate Applied Management, Certificate in Human Resource Management. Iram Afanu, Certificate, Medical Administrative Assisting. Maria Angelica Verganza, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Julissa Carpio Tovar, Certificate, Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Viviana Cifuentes, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Maria Gonzalez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Sandy Espinoza, Associate in Arts. Alejandra Anduaga Felix, Associate in Arts. Giselle Sagaldo, Associate in Science, Paralegal Studies. Andre Zamaya, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Adjovi Adjuano, Certificate of Completion, Enrolled Agent. Fatima Acosta, Certificate of Completion, Clinical Medical Assisting. Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Giovanna Cruz Prado, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Certificate Completion, Medical Assisting. Abigail Amura, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Psychology. Dana Obando, Associate Applied Science, Interior Design. Melina Martinez Palomares, Associate in Arts. Alexandra Mendoza, Associate in Arts. Annie Din, Associate in Arts. Javier Sanchez, Associate in Arts. Riti Tiki, Associate in Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Joanna Alonso, Certificate of Completion, Accounting. Alani Angel, Associate in Arts. Adam Bogart, Associate of Arts, Emphasis in Mathematics, Associate in Science. Logan Paredes, Associate Applied Science, Forensic Science, Certificate of Completion, Crime Science Investigation. Alex Vasquez de Jesus, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Psychology. Emilio Blanco, Associate Applied Science, Cybersecurity, Certificate of Completion, Cyber Engineering. Isaiah Barlow Jr., Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Communication. Alberto Marquez, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, Emphasis in Music. Danny Martinez Lopez, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, Emphasis in Art. Joseph Zuniga, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Mariposa Gonzalez, Associate in Arts. Jacob Limos, Associate in Arts. Daniela Ibarra, Associate of Arts, Emphasis in Japanese. Josu Kos, Associate in Science. Sierra Crawford, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Juliana Garcia, Associate of Arts, Emphasis in Social Work. Shapan Ju, Associate in Arts. Rocio Carrera, Associate in Arts. Jocelyn Menjares, Associate in Arts. Emma Ricker, Associate of Arts. Marian Magana Gonzalez, Associate of Arts. Xavier Delgado, Associate of Arts. Akira Brown, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts. Samantha Ramirez Castillo, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Computer Science. Jocelyn Pustios, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Engineering. Miko Florian, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Engineering. Elaine Garcia, Associate Applied Science, Administration of Justice Studies. Brianna Chavez, Associate in Arts, Certificate in Management. Lynette Chavez, Certificate of Completion in Management. Andrea Sandoval, Associate Applied Science, Marketing and Sales, Certificate of Completion in General Business. Christian Ruiz Zacarias, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Criminal Justice. Andrew Molina, Associate Applied Science, Medical Lab Science. Alejandra Macias Leon, Certificate of Completion, Clinical Medical Assisting. Jimena Romero Perez, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting. Caitlin Gapin, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Siona Dubla, Associate in Arts. Reba Reeves, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Anthropology. Josu Cardona, Associate in Arts, Associate Applied Science, Audio Production Technologies. Asher Maroney, Associate Applied Science, Audio Production Technologies. Ronaldo Diaz Rodriguez, Associate of Arts. Reynaldo Najera, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Religious Studies. Elijah Eugene Cox, Certificate of Completion General Business, Certificate of Completion Finance and Banking. Emmanuel Reyes, Certificate of Completion Accounting. Matthias Martinez, Associate of Arts, Certificate of Completion Computer Configuration and Support. Emily Madison, Associate Applied Science, Fashion Design. Heather McCowan, Associate Applied Science, Fashion Design. Susana Encon de la Cruz, Associate in Science. Jessica Hernandez, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Jeanette Pearson, Associate in Business, General Requirements, Certificate of Completion, Accounting. Naomi Fraijo, Associate Applied Science, Nursing. Eileen Islas, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Exercise Science. Diane Gonzalez Garcia, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Criminal Justice, Certificate of Completion, Administration of Justice. Yareli Valenzuela Lopez, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting. Wyatt Liggett, Associate in Arts.
Maria Andrade Carrillo, Certificate in Computer System Configuration and Support. Iris Aro Ortega, Associate in Science, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Mathematics. Quintina Tenorio, Associate in Arts, Social Work. Diana Santiago, Associate in Applied Science, General Business, Certificate, General Business. Rachel Scott, Certificate in Interpretation of Preparation. Thank you for your service. Andrea Lopez, Associate in Applied Science, Interpreter Preparation. Miriam Ho, Certificate in Interpreter Preparation. Sara Benefield, Associate in Applied Science, Interpreter Preparation. Dominique Tomley, Associate in Arts. Savannah Abbott, Certificate in Deaf Studies. James Costello, Certificate in Deaf Studies. Sydney Elisa Larson, Certificate in Deaf Studies. Pariro Jafari, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts and Art. Elizabeth Diosegi, Certificate in Paralegal Studies. Lidigia Stonojevic, Certificate in Paralegal Studies. Ashley Lopez, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Biological Sciences. Gabriela Faring, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Jocelyn Solis, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Sustainability and Environmental Sciences. Associate in Science, Emphasis in Biological Sciences. Deyanira Valencia Anaya, Certificate in Small Business Management Level 1. Suraj Jafar, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Biological Sciences. Dredha Jafar, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Biological Sciences.
Karina Alvarez, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Abigail Ugalde Rivera, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Natalia Garcia Gonzalez, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate, Dental Assisting. Jacqueline Chacon, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting. Edith Velasquez Herrera, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Maxwell Katzeri, Certificate of Completion, General Business, Certificate of Completion, Management. Deborah Bauer, Associate in Arts. Erica Roberts, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Criminal Justice. Taya Young, Associate Applied Science, Interior Design. Maribel Gomez, Associate of Arts, Emphasis in Elementary Education. Jonelle Gonzalez, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, Emphasis in Arts. Fernando Anthony Lebron, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Cassandra Tarin, Associate of Arts, Elementary Education. Shadlin Woods, Associate in Arts, emphasis in speech and hearing. Trinity Valenzuela, Associate in Arts, emphasis in elementary education. Lizette Garcia, Associate in Arts. Brianna Acevedo, Associate Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Isaac Size, Associate in General Study. Teresa Howard, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Leslie Gonzalez, Associate of Arts, emphasis in communication. Andrea Lujano, a Certificate of Completion, Crime Scene Investigation. Wendy Sarato, Associate in Arts, emphasis in secondary education. Ariel Espino, Associate in Arts, emphasis in political science. Sandra Estrada, Associate in Arts, emphasis in communication. Juan Aguirre Delgado, Associate of Arts. Wendy Paola Shitai Robles, Associate of Arts. Benino Hernandez Torres Jr., Associate Applied Science, General Business. Cheyenne Ben, Associate in Arts. Brooklyn Gainey, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Madison Daniel Garcia, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Riley Martins, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Alice Marie Ellison, Associate Applied Science in Health Information Technology. Fatima Alahari, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Jessica Starr, Associate of Arts. Brittany Polito Vargas, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Nylea Garcia Salas, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Shukri Haroon, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Santiago Ladino Fandino, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Haley Kinzer, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Alethea Amato, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Leslie Jimenez, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Dulce Rojas Dominguez, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Sofia Rico, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Leslie Porcayo, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Sabrina Miranda Peralta, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting. Litzy De La Torre, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Alexis Nambo Diaz, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Alicia Morales, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Assisting. Maria Perez Serrano, Associate Applied Science, Dental Assisting, Associate in Arts, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting. Sydney Heike, Associate in Arts. Alexis Ayersman, Associate in Arts. Asia Danella Jones, Associate in General Studies. Valeria Chavez, Associate Applied Science, Web Design and Development. Trinity Mastel, Associate Applied Science, Animation, Time-Based Media. Grace Kasindi, Associate Applied Science, Interior Design. Abby Hope, Associate Applied Science, Massage Therapy, Certificate of Completion, Massage Therapy. Adriana Gomez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Early Childhood Education. Alicia Smith, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Dakota Reyes, Associate in Arts. Kayla Cervantes, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Kareem Johnson, Associate in General Studies. Montserrat Silva, Associate Applied Science, Fashion Design. Guadalupe Peralta, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Yasmin Clement, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Monica Larney, Associate Applied Science, Accounting. Magdalena Ransom, Associate in Science, Emphasis in Criminal Justice, Certificate Completion, Administration of Justice. Sahara De Laughter, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Wendy Lozano, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Elementary Education. Sarah Beth Victoria Schoenfield Hall, Associate Applied Science, Fashion Design. Antonio Zozaya, Associate in Arts. Cecilia Hogan Gonzalez, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Elementary Education. Mamafata Con Espetor, Associate in Arts. Alyssa Martinez, Associate in Arts. Angelica Encinas, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Kelly Towers, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Kayla Begay, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Jutalia Sapp, Associate in Applied Science. Sara E. Mora Hernandez, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Law and Policy. Roxana Avila, Certificate Completion, Human Resource Management. Daniel Avila Contreras, Associate Applied Science, Information Technology, Certificate of Completion, Cybersecurity Fundamentals. Jonathan Uriel Meza Vasquez, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Terry Parsons, Certificate of Completion, Accounting. Kingsley Agu, Associate Applied Science, Nursing. Miguel Molina Lopez, Associate Applied Science, Graphic Design. Luis Duque, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Criminal Justice. Nicholas Moreau, Associates in Arts. Kenneth Elijah Aquino, Certificate Completion of Organizational Leadership. Sincere Stevens, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Anthropology. Christopher Servin, Associate in Arts. Ashley Aguilera, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Psychology. Deborah Malrouche, Associate Applied Science, General Business. Certificate of Completion, Entrepreneurial Studies, Level 1. Mulugeta Mohammed, Associate Applied Science, Program and Systems Analysis.
Michael Alemayehu, Associate in Applied Science, Program and Systems Analysis. Hailili Sales, Associate in Applied Science, Organizational Management. Jennifer Rose Brev, Certificate in Depth Studies. Anna Braswell, Certificate in Depth Studies. Haley Taylor, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Secondary Education. Jasmine Dalisay, Associate in Applied Science, Paramedicine. Betty Elaine Villalobos, Associate in Applied Science, General Business, Associate in Art Management. Emmanuel Macias Quintana, Associate in Arts. Sigashane Ruburura, Associate in Arts. Samuel Nieto, Associate of Arts. Malega Ruburura, Associate in Arts. Carolina Diaz, Associate of Arts. Sarah Day, Associate of Arts. Candice Esparza, Associate in Applied Science, Marketing and Sales. Valeria Leiva, Associate of Arts. Shaila Dan, Associate in Arts. Heather M. Mendoza, Associate in Arts, Emphasis in Sociology. Julian Madero, Associate in Applied Science Management. Marisa Carrasco, Associate in Business General Requirements. Victoria Jain, Associate in Arts. Evelyn Rivera Elias, Associate in Arts Mathematics. Maya Lee, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Elizabeth McPherson Laux, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science. Jocelyn Moroyoki, Associate in Science, emphasis in Physics. Nitzul Yael Islas Hernandez, Associate in Arts. Chavelle Daniels Pfizer, Associate in Applied Science, General Business. Adolfo Diaz Valdez, Associate in Applied Science, Histologic Technology. Sakina Williamson, Associate in Applied Science, Cybersecurity. Frida Renteria, Certificate in Administrative Professional. Ruby Murray, Associate in Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Berenice Miranda, Certificate in Small Business Management. Juan Manuel Ramon Lopez Hernandez, Associate in Arts. Joseph Alonso Garcia, Associate in Arts, Associate in Science. Carlos Adrián Pérez Estrada, Associate in Arts. Isla Montoya Garcia, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Ana Rios Lopez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Elementary Education. Nem Lun, Associate in Arts. Aisha Nawabi, Associate in Arts. Cassandra Melendez, Associate in Arts. Edward Quesada, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology. Marisol Gomez Moreno, Associate in Arts. Leslie Hernandez, Associate of Arts, emphasis in Social Work. Nicolas Santiago, Associate in Applied Science, Audio Production Technologies. Luis Jimenez, Associate in Applied Science, Information Technology. Johanna Lamadrid, Associate in Applied Science, Organizational Management, Certificate Social Media Marketing. Nida Kashini, Associate in Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Rain Fenty, Associate in Applied Science, Massage Therapy. Clay Claypool, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences. Yesenia Sulame, Associate in Paralegal Studies. Guadalupe Martinez Jr., Associate in Business General Requirements, Certificate General Business. Natalie Leiva Romero, Associate of Arts, emphasis in Secondary Education. Vicky Yvette Aguiniga, Associate in Applied Science Photography. Mark Ituli, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Secondary Education. Eileen Gutierrez Garay, Associate of Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Theater. Brianna Mesa, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Art. Jasmine Lee, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Counseling and Applied Psychological Science. Sarah Watts, Associate in Arts. Ashley Edwards, Certificate in Human Resources Management. Sabrina Dickinson, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Nutritional Science. Ingrid Gracia, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Oncology. Lorenzo Carreon, Associate in Arts. Anaya Nelson, Associate in Arts. Monica Navarro, Associate of Arts. Natalie Ruiz, Associate in Arts. Ariana Valdez, Associate in Arts. Adrián Valenzuela, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in Music. Marilaglia, Associate in Arts, Fine Arts, emphasis in music. Pamela Smith, Certificate in Administration of Justice. Laura Perez, Associate in Arts. Veronica Orozco Becerra, Associate of Arts, Associate of Arts. Brianna Lopez, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Sharika Coulter, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Anacel Valenzuela Acosta, Associate in Arts. Danica Hauser, Associate in Arts. Laura Runyon, Associate in Arts. Jocelyn Chavez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in criminal justice. Leslie Tatiana Fierro, Associate in Arts. Miranda Peña, Associate in Arts, Psychology. Edwin Mesa, Associate in Arts. Mihilo Jelic, Associate in Arts. Daichi Saito, Associate in Arts. Genton Sato, Associate in Arts. Dana Gerardo, Associate in Applied Science, Fashion Design. Erika Holland, Associate in Arts. Adiel Ortega, Certificate in Medical Coding, Hospital-Based. Marina Jimenez, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Ashley Talavera, Associate in Arts, Social Work. Amari Hagler, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Journalism and News Media Studies. Lex Carlos Laquette, Associate in Applied Science, Cybersecurity. Eric Carrasco, Associate in Applied Science, Digital Media Arts. Giselle Lagarda Duarte, Associate of Science, emphasis in Biochemistry. Yarisa Torres Arce, Associate in Arts. Shaylin Nickel, Associate in Arts, emphasis in English, creative writing. David Austin Dayasco, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Maribel Lopez Duarte, Associate of Arts, emphasis in Social Work. Maxwell Sweet, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Marta Garcia Ramirez, Certificate in Paralegal Studies. Oliver Perez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Exercise Science. Reagan Hopkins, Associate in Applied Science, Paralegal Studies.
Tara Lynn Turner, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Charlene McConnell, Associate Applied Science, Health Information Technology. Nicole Potter, Certificate of Completion, Practical Nursing. Valeria Felix Lattes, Associate Applied Science, Fashion Design. Tifa Hallman, Associate Applied Science, General Business. Maria Rodriguez, Certificate of Completion, Emergency Medical Technology, Comprehensive. Maria Teresa Cejas Limon, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Nydia Manri, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Jennifer Rivero Mendez, Certificate of Completion, Medical Administrative Assisting. Landon Kea, Certificate of Completion, Amazon Web Services Cloud Practitioner. Alfonso Moreno, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Omar Lascaras, Certificate of Completion, Small Business Management, Level 1. Tiffany Rios, Associate Applied Science, Medical Assisting, Associate in Arts. Austin Willis, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Political Science. Ariana Cervantes, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences. Micah Morris Long, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences. Daniela Sacero, Associate Applied Science, Forensic Science. Putar Lazik, Associate in Arts, emphasis in communication. Ciara Kidera Lara, Associate Applied Science, Music Industries, Music Business, Certificate of Completion, Small Business Management, Level 2. Rugiatu Jalon, Certificate of Completion, Computer System Configuration and Support, Linux. Cassandra Barr, Associate in Science. Eder Rosas Pimentel, Associate in Arts. Melanie Romero Chavez, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Marley Huguerte, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Alina Valdez, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Natalie Rojas Leon, Associate of Arts, emphasis in Social Work. Cynthia Fernandez, Associate Applied Science, Paralegal Studies. Ariana Avallo, Associate in Arts. Daisy Guerrera Mendez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Guy Ferreria, Associate in Arts. Somalisa Singh, Certificate of Completion in General Business. Paulina Garcia, Associate Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Valeria Rodriguez, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Psychology. Jose Herrera, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Ana Cervantes, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Political Science. Kevin S. Lopez Almazan, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Priya DuPont, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Sciences, Associates in Arts. Angel Alexis Gandara Cardona, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice. Christian Lopez, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Emily Stefanik, Certificate of Completion, Paralegal Studies. Ana Lopez Franco, Associate in Arts. Kimberly Gonzalez, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Ethelinda Andicry, Certificate of Completion in Arts. Diamond Lovemore, Associate in Arts. Courtney Cran, Certificate Completion Medical Coding Hospital-based, Certificate Completion Medical Billing and Coding Physician-based. Stephanie Vasquez, Associate Applied Science Medical Assisting, Certificate of Completion Medical Administrative Assisting. Victor Alvarado, Associate Applied Science, Administration of Justice Studies. Emily Lopez, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Nyagat Kak, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Carolina Armenta Llamas, Associate in Arts. Caitlin Don Moyer, Associate Applied Science, Early Childhood Education. Anna Pina, Associate Applied Science, Interior Design. Genesis Barajas, Associate Applied Science, General Business. Samara Ruiz Vargas, Associate in Arts. Amisha Mand, Associate in Arts, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Anishal Mand, Associate in Science, emphasis in Biological Science. Magnolia Peist, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Lydia Jasmine Verdugo, Associate in Business, General Requirement. Bianca Chavaria, Certificate of Completion, Microsoft Desktop Associate. Cassandra Tanner, Associate in Arts, Elementary Education. Eulalia Moreno, Associate in Business General Requirement, Associate Applied Science Accounting. Lorraine Reed, Associate Applied Science Accounting. Minette Ainsu Ayiyi, Associate Applied Science Administrative Professional. Carlos Rodriguez Jr., Associate in Arts, Emphasis in History.
JC Gutierrez, Associate in Science, emphasis in Criminal Justice. Brenda Soto, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assisting. Jacqueline Jaime Rivera, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assisting. Leslie Valdez, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assisting. Carol Wilson, Certificate in Human Resource Management. Nareem Mohammed, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assisting. Dion Gary, Associate in Arts. Nadir Babiker, Associate in Science, emphasis in Computer Science, Certificate in Programming and Systems Analysis. Brendan Arreola Munoz, Associate in Applied Science, Banking and Finance. Nina Sogard, Associate in Arts, Comics and Sequential Arts. Glossilane Sogard, Certificate in Human Resources, Associate in Arts, and Associate in General Business. Sarah Al-Karbawi, Certificate in Medical Administrative Assisting. Carlene Howard, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice, Certificate in Administration of Justice. Gurjat Boparai, Associate in Business, General Requirements. Sandy Guerrero, Associate in Science, emphasis in Engineering. Jules Hirwa, Associate in Science, emphasis in Computer Science. Brenda Barrera, Associate in Applied Science, Dental Hygiene.
Gretchel Kaplan, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Amadou Kanate, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Brad Grabber, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Paxine Potter, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Nicole Martinez, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Dorca Zaragoza, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Michaela Hansinger, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Yarira Chavez Reyes, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Jared Cassie, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Ruth Romero, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Jake Alvarez, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Megan Bohannon, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene. Destiny Graham, Associate Applied Science, Dental Hygiene.
Okay. All right. A little birdie just whispered in my ear that it is Mexican Mother's Day. To all you moms out there, and if you're a mom of a graduate, this is probably one of the best gifts you could ever receive. Congratulations. This concludes the procession of the candidates for associate degrees. Candidates, If you are able to do so, please rise. Degree candidates, subject to the completion of stipulated course requirements by the authority vested in me by the Maricopa County Community College District of Arizona and as president of Phoenix College, I hereby confer the appropriate certificate of completion or degree for which you have completed the requirements, including the Associate of Arts, Associate of Business, Associate in Transfer Partnership, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in General Studies, and Associate in Science with all the rights, all the privileges and responsibilities and obligation pertaining thereto. 2024 graduates of Phoenix College, in recognition of your accomplishments and as an acknowledgement of your transition from students to graduates, are you ready? I invite you to transfer your tassels from the right to the left. Family and friends. This is Phoenix College's outstanding class of 2024. Congratulations to all of you. I would now like to introduce members of the choirs at Phoenix College as they've performed the PC Alma Mater. If you turn to the back of your program, you can join us as we sing tribute to Phoenix College. Thank you, Dr. Kenny Miller, and the members of the choirs at Phoenix College. PC's commencement ceremony will end following the recessional of the platform party. Leading me out tonight will be Marcia Corby, the Distinguished Teaching recipient. We will form a walk of honor in the back of the room to greet graduates as they process from the commencement ceremony for the first time as Phoenix College alumni. Congratulations to you graduates, but before we go, there is one more important thing. I have been told, and I have it on good authority, that if I push this button, something special will happen. So on the count of 3, graduates, friends, and families, please enjoy this.
Here we go.
me how to love. Maybe I'm going through a drought. You don't even have to do too much. You can turn me on with just a touch, baby. I look around, since the city's cold and empty, no one's around to judge me. I can see clearly when you're gone. And I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light.
Ya tú sabes, no hay más nada.
It's a new generation
Mr. Worldwide.
of party people.
Get on the floor, darling. Get on. Red one.
Let me introduce you to my party people in the club.
I'm loose, and everybody knows I get off the train. Baby's the truth. I'm like Inception, I play with your brain, so don't sleep or snooze. I don't play no games, so don't get it confused, no. Cause you will lose, yeah. Now pump it up and back it up like a Tonka truck. Darling.
If you go hard, you got